Hi, I'm Mark Zivic, Crocker Farm Auction. I'm here to discuss an excellent example of Shenandoah Valley pottery that we'll be selling in our July 19th auction. As you can see, it is a redware figure of a whippet, one of the most iconic forms in Shenandoah Valley pottery. Of course, they were all made by members of the Bell family in Winchester, Virginia, Strasburg, Virginia, and Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. This example happens to have been made by Solomon. This time last year we sold a pair made by Samuel in Winchester. This is one made by Solomon in Winchester. You can see the surface is covered in this distinctive black paint that most of these early whippets have. And the signature on the bottom is quite large, very easy to read. It's incised in script, Solomon Bell. And then on the reverse side of the bottom, Winchester. Now these figures are exceptionally rare. One reason why whippets by Solomon Bell are so interesting from his Winchester period is because he was quite young when he made these. He was born in 1817, this whippet was made around 1840, so he was roughly 23 years old, say early to mid-20s when he made this piece. So he really hadn't quite established himself as a major potter yet. Of course, once he moved to Strasburg and worked with his brother Samuel, he would operate for several decades there, a very successful pottery, making both stoneware and redware. This is one of the most well-documented whippets known. It's an important piece, not only, of course, because of the form and because of the maker, and the early Winchester manufacture period, but also because it was part of the Wiltshire collection. You can see it illustrated here in William Wiltshire's book. This is the second major book produced on Shenandoah Valley pottery. I don't know if you can get this well enough, Luke, but this piece is pictured in the book. It was part of Wiltshire's collection, and it sold at Sotheby Park Burnett in 1978. He describes the whippet as let's see here, a pretty elegantly crafted piece. This molded whippet with crossed forepaws displays the refinement and diversity of which the Bell family potters were capable. Whippets appear to have been a favorite item with the Bells and their customers. Solomon Bell crafted this piece before moving to Strasburg, Virginia, while still at the Peter Bell Pottery in Winchester. So he still at his father's shop when he made this piece, and as the caption reads, this form is a very distinctive Bell form. When we think of Bell pottery, one of the first forms that comes to mind are the whippets. Not only did Wiltshire own this, but Henry Dyerly owned it, and it sold at his sale in the mid-90s, but through Sotheby's as well. So it has a Wiltshire and Dyerly provenance, which is fantastic. And it's the first Solomon Bell whippet to come to market, or come to auction, at least, in, since this sold at the Dyerly sale in the mid-90s. So it's an extraordinary piece. Solomon Bell, of course, is one of the premier potters of the Shenandoah Valley, and we're very excited to offer this piece in our July auction.